let me go to even Warren Buffett. So one of his favorite things to discuss is, he wants to buy companies that have deep moats. And whenever I hear him, deep moats being protections of their intellectual property or of their processes or whatever else. Whenever I hear that, and I like that, and I like Buffett's point on that, so I'm not criticizing that whatsoever. But I think there's two types of moats you can have, and I think that one type of moat is a type of moat that increases our standard of living. So I advance this product or service and give a better product or service than somebody else, and therefore I have a deep moat. There's another type of moat which I would call monopoly, a monopolist moat, saying, hey, we control the market, we own the patents, which are legal monopolies, in effect, they're timed legal monopolies, or we simply are so big and sprawling that nobody would dare compete with us. And so, and that type of a moat, I don't know that gives society all that much value. It may give the firm huge value, and the shareholders might get terrific value by controlling a market, which is wonderful. But on the other hand, because they control a market, with that deep moat, they may choose not to increase the standard of living. And R&D is hard. I mean, people don't like to hear that, but that's very hard.
I think the moats are. Do you think broadly the moats are helping R&D in 2020 or hurting it?
Well, I think the monopolist moats don't help R&D at all. I think they block R&D. Right. I think those increasing the standard of living, those type of moats, are that is where R&D is driving from. That can be done by huge firms. That can be done by entrepreneurs. It tends to be a more common view that increasing the standard of living comes more from entrepreneurial companies, although that is not always true. There's many huge firms that do a great deal of R&D, as well as the federal government. And I want to go back a little bit historically. And with R&D, there's two types of things that go on. So from Warren Buffett's point of view, perhaps it could be that a firm does R&D to enhance our standard of living, and they're going to be focused on the short-term problem solving or theories that are very applied to the problem area.
Right.
Okay. Because what they want to get out of that R&D is a routinized way to exploit or leverage value from an economic force.
Yeah.
But if you make it too routinized and too straightforward, then competition can jump into it easily. And so you are on a treadmill in a way.
Right.
So on the other hand, if you look at scholars, and this is where I think there's an entrepreneurial nexus, if you look at scholarship, and what does a scholar really do? What does a faculty member or a teacher really do? They simplify things and explain them in simple ways. Now, simple is not easy, and that actually, the process of simplification has got an inherent danger in it. And that inherent danger is somebody else can say, well, this book explains it wonderfully. Well, that book could be tens of thousands of hours of understanding and research and development and presentations. And it may explain it wonderfully and be beautifully done, and it may have been edited by 30 people who've made suggestions and improvements. And so it can be a giant endeavor. And I know a number of books like this, that are just classics and beautiful. However, somebody says, wow, it makes this sophisticated topic easy. Well, that sophisticated topic, to make it easy, was extremely hard.
Right.
To make it simple was very hard. But somebody who wants to build a moat to increase the standard of living, for example, if they get a patent, well, patents require that you expose your whole process to somebody else by publishing it as a patent, which is good, and that enables us to build on that.